Let's take a trip to Southern California. Eddie Cohen, custom cue, just into the inventory right here at Crossroad Cues. This is a wood lover special right here. Take a quick peek at that wood. Can anybody tell me what you're looking at right there? Well, I'll give you a hint. Of course, the forearm of the cue, or the nose piece, as some people like to refer to it, is Gabon Ebony. What's the wood and the points, though? Don't cheat. Don't look at the write-up. Can anybody guess? Okay, we'll let the cat out of the bag. What you're looking at here is some exceptional grade Spalted Tamarind. Spalted Tamarind. One thing that I love about this cue, even though Eddie Cohen is perfectly capable of doing anything you can think of on a pool cue, including the points and everything involved in making a cue. That's a 3/8 modified, by the way, of course. Anyway, even though Eddie is fully capable of doing anything on a cue, every now and then he'll buy a ROUNCEVILLE blank. You guessed it. That's what you're looking at right here. This cue was built off of a blank that was made by Mr. Andrew ROUNCEVILLE. So look at the points. Look how straight those points are. For those of you that don't know, there are really just a handful of really reputable guys in the industry that focus on making the blanks, right? They'll make full splice blanks, or some of them will make forearms, and then cue makers will take those blanks and then they'll construct their cue based off of that. ROUNCEVILLE is definitely one of the most sought after among many of the cue makers. So many of your really big name cue makers, for instance, at the Super Billiards Expo, will go up to Andy ROUNCEVILLE's booth, and he's got just a massive display of different type of woods and blanks, and they'll buy those blanks and they'll create these beautiful cues off of them. So there you go. Eddie Cohen built off a ROUNCEVILLE blank, Spalted Tamarind, with some razor sharp points. You have red, yellow, and natural veneers that are each separated by black paper. Now, when they do that, let me give you a better perspective. There you go. You can see how the veneer colors just really pop. It just makes them look so nice and clean and crisp because of that black paper separation in the middle. Spanish bull wrap right there, separating the front and back of the cue. Nice tight form fit. Love it for a non-exotic wrap. So if you want to get a really good quality leather wrap that's not going to cost you a boatload of money and is going to last for a long time, you cannot go wrong with Spanish bull. Eddie Cohen loves to use Spanish bull. Eddie's teacher and mentor, of course, Mr. Ariel Carmelli, the master cue maker that was formerly from Southern California, and now he makes cues by way of the great state of Virginia. Ariel likes to use the Spanish bull on his cues too. You have a tomahawk joint. That material right there is one of my it's become one of my favorite hits on a cue. What I mean by that is when you hit a ball with a cue that has a tomahawk joint, I feel like it has a nice, clean, crisp hit to it. Now, of course, the pin has a lot to do with the hit, the coring of the cue, the outer wood that's used, but the joint also has something to do with it. So, for instance, an ivory joint is going to have a little bit softer of a hit, in my opinion. A stainless steel joint is going to have a really hard hit. This tomahawk that Eddie uses is kind of right in the middle, not too hard and not too soft. He's got it all figured out. Very few signs of play on this cue. I'm looking at the butt cap there, maybe just a couple of tiny marks. The butt rolls laser straight. It is not a brand new cue, but very light play only. Both shafts, 13 millimeters. One shaft has a little bit of a taper roll in the middle, but the tip doesn't come off the table. They're both 3.7 ounce, both 13 millimeters. Nice player setup here. Very, very, very nice straight points. You can't go wrong with an Andy Ronceville and Eddie Cohen combination. How about that Spalted Tamarind? It's going to be available on the website, crossroadcues.com. If you need some financing, check out the financing options that we have. You guys already know if you buy this cue, you can basically blink your eye and we're going to get it in your hands. We ship lightning fast. crossroadcues.com.